What's up, everybody? It's Adam from the Film Find podcast at thefilmfind.com, here with day 11 of our 31 days of Halloween horror and day 5 of our Good Remakes week. Now, today's remake is a movie that not many people remember as an actual remake because most people haven't seen the original. Today's movie is 1986's The Fly, starring Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis, John Getz, directed by the master of body horror himself, David Croneberg. Not too much in common between the two of these films, other than the fact that they involve transportation devices and a fly being caught in that transportation device, and then in this one they get melded together as opposed to swapping heads as in the 1958 original. This movie is awesome. Jeff Goldblum plays a scientist who's been working on a teleportation device. He meets Gina Davis's character at a party, brings her back over to his place and says, hey, check this thing out. She's kind of amazed by it and everything, but at the same time it's like, oh, well, where are you going to go with this? Is it just some sort of a parlor trick? And he's like, no, this is for real.
I don't think I get it. What happened?
You get it all right, you just can't handle it. Your stocking has just been teleported from one pod to another. Disintegrated there and reintegrated there. Sort of. It'll change the world as we know it, right?
He hasn't done any actual, human testing on it or anything. So he starts out with a baboon, and that doesn't go quite so well. After a little bit of tweaking, Seth makes some headway and finally transports a baboon successfully. And then after a fight with Victoria, he decides, you know what, screw this, I don't need her, I'm gonna transport myself. So he gets inside the machine, sets it on auto there, and then gets in, and unbeknownst to him, there's a fly that has gone inside the transporter as well. He's transported from one pod to the other, and after that, he feels fantastic. He's just more lively. He's doing gymnastics for some reason. I don't know that that's a fly thing, but he's doing great. And but then he starts to deteriorate, and that's when the movie gets interesting.
You're changing, Seth. Everything about you is changing. You look bad. You smell bad.
I've never been much of a bather.
Those weird hairs that were growing out of your back, I took them to a lab. I had them analyzed.
The hairs? The hairs? Oh. Yeah, that's a strange thing to do.
Not as strange as the results. The guy at the lab had trouble identifying them. He finally came to the conclusion that they were definitely not human.
Oh, very good.
Not human, Seth. In fact, very likely insect hairs.
That's silly. That's ridiculous.
Look. Now there's more. Look at your face. Something happened when you went through, Seth. You've got to get some help. I think you must be sick.
Cronenberg is amazing when it comes to body horror and just freaking you out.
Seth?
But it turns out Seth's not becoming the ultimate human being. He's becoming this fly hybrid monster.
You're a relic. Yes, you are. You can't deny it. Vestigial, archaeological, redundant. Artifacts of a bygone era. Of historical interest only.
Other than Cronenberg, the real star of this movie is Chris Wallace's makeup, of which he won an Academy Award for, and justifiably so. And honestly, it's amazing that the Academy gave something that is this outlandish and gross an Academy Award. So it really shows that, you know, something like this is definitely a technical achievement that is worth note. And it is a great movie overall, and it's just, essentially it is about a man's journey from, you know, just being this cocky scientist to just literally falling apart. That is today's movie, The Fly, from 1986, starring Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis, and John Getz, directed by David Croneberg. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything like that, feel free to email me at thefilmfind@gmail.com. Please subscribe to us here on YouTube, and you can go to thefilmfind.com. There you'll find the links to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the podcast. That is it for today. We will come back tomorrow with yet another remake as we continue these 31 days of Halloween horror. Until then, I'm Adam Portress. Take it easy, guys.